I'm pleased to say now that we are joined by World Food Programme Executive Director Cindy McCain. Cindy, thank you so much for joining us. Now, you met with the Pope several times, including in October of 2023. What do you remember most about him?
Oh, gosh. He is such a kind and gentle person and someone who really, really cares about those who are in great need around the planet. He's also a good conscience on this, too, because he reminds you that it's up to the world to be a part of the solutions in this and help these people that cannot help themselves. He was always a great advocate for certainly the things that we did, and he was always checking in on us, too, to see how we were doing. So I'm just so honored and grateful to have had the opportunity to meet him several times and just have him as part of my life in a very small way.
We know that he was very outspoken about the war in Gaza, the loss of life there, the food insecurity there. Did you speak to him after your original meeting about the level of need in Gaza?
Yes, we spoke at length about the level of need and how we obtain that. Both of us were at the same thing, expressed frustration with what was happening. And of course, my goal as the head of WFP was certainly make sure everyone could be fed. And his goal was to make sure that they could be fed and also be honored as human beings. So from our standpoint, we were, we didn't always succeed in being able to feed. As you know, it's been a very rocky time in Gaza, but we had the support and the caring love of the Pope to help us continue to do our work because it's very hard to be there.
He made a point of calling, as I'm sure you know, the Catholic Church in Gaza pretty much every day. But he did come in for some criticism on that perhaps he was kind of tipping the balance in some way. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's fair? Pope Francis underlining really the humanity of the situation in Gaza.
I mean, I don't have an opinion either way, but I think it was a wonderful thing to do. For that. Can you imagine being that isolated from the world and being under such threat every hour of every day and the Pope calls you? That would give me enough to make me go to the next day and get through the next day and the next day after that. He loved people, and it was very evident in how he approached you as a person when you would come in. It was never on the level of Pope to Cindy McCain, WPED. It was always person to person. And so I had the opportunity also to experience his sense of humor, which he had a good sense of humor. And I enjoyed being a part of that too, because my husband had a great sense of humor. So it was a lot to compare to.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that made people feel close to him. You will know better than anybody. There is a funding crisis right now for aid organizations around the world. The World Food Programme is facing a funding crisis too. So as the world is waiting for a new pope, how important is it for organizations like yours to have the backing of an institution like the Vatican?
Oh my gosh, it's very important. We need the backing of every institution around the world. It's extraordinarily important, and it's also a voice by spreading the word by other organizations talking about what we're doing and talking about the need that we have. It kind of rallies the troops more or less in kind of an American way to put it. But it's most necessary that people not only understand what we do, but what's at stake here. Food security is national security. Unless we can feed the world, there's going to be more migration, there's going to be more conflict, and there's going to be more death as a result of it. So, in fact, I'm headed to Haiti tomorrow. So that I can go, once again, I've been there a couple of times to go see again just exactly what's going on and the need that we need to make sure that we can fulfill there, which right now we can't because we don't have the funding.
So you'll know now that the cardinals are meeting for these congregations. They're going to go into conclave. If you had a message for them as they have their deliberations, what would it be? And what would your message be to the new pope when he's elected?
Well, I think it would be one and the same. Please don't forget those who cannot help themselves. A large part of what this pope did, and I think that the future pope should do, is give hope and dignity to people who do not have it, who are desperate and simply to have no out from the situation that they're in. And I think that's what he was so good at, in reminding people that they were special and that they were loved. And that was so important to what his message was and how he really felt. And I'm hoping that the next Pope has the same message.
Yeah, everyone mattered for Pope Francis. World Food Programme Executive Director Cindy McCain, thank you.
Thank you.